Not every shipper is a good match for your brokerage. This is SPI Logistics, and in this video, we'll show you how to ask the right questions, qualify the right clients, and avoid overpromising. Once you've connected with a potential shipper, the next step is qualification. That means figuring out if their freight, expectations, and processes actually align with what you and your carriers can deliver. This step is where great brokers separate themselves from the rest by focusing on fit, not just volume. Let's walk through the key areas you should focus on when qualifying a new shipper and the questions that uncover what really matters. Start with the basics. Identify what kind of freight they move. Clarify their lane coverage, volume, and frequency. Make sure your carrier network and operational strengths align with their needs. If the freight doesn't match your strengths, it's better to walk away than to overpromise. Look for operational gaps or frustrations with their current providers. Uncover inefficiencies like missed pickups, late deliveries, or rate inconsistencies. Listen for areas where your service can solve a real problem. This tells you where they're struggling and where you might be able to help. Determine what matters most to them: speed, reliability, communication, or cost. Learn their expectations for KPIs like on-time delivery, claims ratio, or tracking visibility. Check if they require tech integration, such as a TMS or load tracking system. This step helps you see if their standards align with what you can realistically deliver. Confirm if you're speaking to the decision maker or just a coordinator. Learn how they evaluate and onboard new freight partners. Understand the timeline and approval process so you're aligned on next steps. Confirm their standard payment terms and how long they've worked with outside brokers. Assess their creditworthiness or openness to factoring. Set clear expectations around financial processes and risk protection. When you qualify properly, you avoid mismatched loads, broken promises, and wasted effort. And in this industry, your reputation rides on every shipment. Smart qualification leads to better customer relationships, higher win rates, lower fallout, and more efficient use of your time. It's about building a repeatable process, not just winging it on every call. The pressure to book loads fast can push brokers to skip this step, but when you qualify poorly, it catches up to you with late pickups, lost customers, and margin erosion. Top brokers use tools like qualification checklists, CRM notes, and conversation templates to stay consistent and sharp. You're not just landing freight, you're landing freight you can actually manage well. That concludes this episode of SPI Logistics. Subscribe for more practical freight brokerage strategies, sales insights, and operational tips from SPI Logistics. And remember, saying no to the wrong shipper opens the door to a better one.